Hi everyone! I still cannot tackle big projects, but in the meantime I can show you what I made and what we use in our home. So let's go! This is one of my first projects for this home. It's a relatively big live edge pine slab and it has these two shelves in acrylic glass which are fit into these grooves here, and on the other side, let me get you there, I placed these two butterfly inserts, but as you can see they are not very accurate, but you know, they stabilize the wood anyway. I think that this shelf actually makes for a very nice headboard for our bedroom. What do you think? Here we have this jewelry rack. It's made of elm wood and these pegs are basswood, if I recall correctly. These are all the pendants that I made for my fiancée. This is beech, this is oak and mahogany, this is walnut and resin, and this is walnut and ash. This here is a very frugal piece of furniture. It's a tall cabinet that we use as a closet mainly, and as you can see it's full of junk, but that's the main idea. And it features these homemade handle which actuates a lever here with a rod going up to the top, and then the rod fits in this little hole here to keep the door shut, like so. The handle unfortunately broke here and I couldn't glue it back, so I just used this zip tie to keep it together until we get a more permanent solution. In the bathroom we have this little clock, useful in the morning when going to the office, and it's made from pomegranate and beech and grain. It's very special because pomegranate is very rare as a wood. This is a shelf that I also made a while back. It's pine, painted blue. It's built with butt joints, glued and screwed together. Very simple, but it's very effective. Also, these are some accessories to store makeup and brushes and so on that I also made. This is the laundry basket that I made a while back. It's made with pocket holes and a pine structure with plywood panels covered in a cotton fabric. It's very convenient because it fits a lot of stuff but without making a big mess around. Also, some water escaped from the washing machine and it got wet on the base around here, and it's still okay. We are now in the kitchen and this is a magnetic knife holder, very convenient as you can see, and behind these strips there are rare earth magnets hidden, very powerful and yet not too hard for removing the knives. And this is a cutting board that I made and planed by hand because I had no electric planer back then. This is walnut, mahogany, basswood, oak, walnut and so on. Very nice size, still doing very well after a few years of use. This is a ring box that I made for my partner. The lid pivots on this small screw and it's made from multiple layers of wood This is an exotic wood that I don't remember the name of. Mahogany, basswood, and then it repeats. The hole in the middle was made with a large Forstner bit. In this corner I can show you a few things. These are a couple of tea light holders made from a birch lamination. This is another tea light holder from walnut, oak and mahogany. And this is a small frame for a mosaic that my mom made a while back. And it's reinforced with these splines in the corners. This is just a decorative board made from book-matched smaller boards. This is pomegranate wood. Very, very nice and very, very rare, as I mentioned. And this is a Edison style lamp with an LED bulb. This is walnut, ash and walnut. I like the shape, and also I like that you can see the connections inside. And here we have this little display box made from ash and acrylic glass, and everything is held together with thin grooves here in these parts where the glass is. It's not even glued in, it just fits in there, and the cover goes on like this. And down here we have this box made from some kind of soft and very light wood, and with these mahogany splines, which also help to keep the mitred corners in place. And the lid is also made from a birch lamination, which I made from reclaimed IKEA bed slats. And back here we have this experimental cutting board made from a beech frame with oak, beech and basswood small blocks. Unfortunately, it cracked here and here due to changing moisture levels. Back here we have my very first epoxy experiment. It's made from 1,000,000 pencil pieces covered in resin, but unfortunately the frame leaked, and so it didn't cover the pencils very well. So it's just a weird piece of art now. This is a large plant rack. It's pine, and the legs are connected to these horizontal supports, and the shelves are slatted with cross members here and here. It was supposed to be painted with some kind of finish, but I never got to do it. So now it stays like that. Also, as you can see, this rack doubles as a tools rack during these lockdown days. And this is my best piece so far, at least in my opinion. This is a coffee table made from steel and solid ash. The steel is welded, and it has this storage area which we use for these decorative bottles, and a giant box of candy. Also, down here it has this lower shelf for hiding junk and newspapers and so on. I also like the casters because they are different from other more standard types. And that's it. See you next time. Bye.